Hello, beautiful people, and welcome back to my channel. This is another Vlogmas series, as you can tell from my messy face, messy hair, and everything else. So, during this Vlogmas, if it's the first time you're here, I really doubt it. But yeah, I am kind of sharing with you all the beauty around making a jumper from scratch. I made a jumper, I took as a template a pattern from Yarbo. All the links are below in the description. It's a free pattern. And on the top of this beautiful plain jumper with saddle, shoulder, and so on, I have designed a color work in a stranded color work. The pattern, the original idea for a color work came from another pattern, always free from Yarbo, but which is not available anymore. So considering A, that the pattern, the color work design is not available, and B, that I couldn't make the math of the number by looking at the design itself, I decided to draft it myself. It's quite similar to the Yarbo one, but it's not exactly the same. So I think we check the copyright issue over there. Anyway, what is the update for today? The jumper, it's in the blocking stage. I didn't really block it very aggressively. I put it in very hot water, still not touching it with a lot of detergent. I repeated the process twice because I found Rauma Fino, which is the yarn that I'm using, is quite dirty, especially because it's a black and white jumper. So I washed it, pinned it down. I was thinking that the jumper was in need of a good stretch and a good, how do you say, refinement of the stitches where it comes to the colorwork piece, but actually did not. I put it on the mat, I pinned it down without really stretching anything. And it looks great, but it's still quite wet. I'm really hoping by tomorrow we can have the jumper done so I can show it to you, but we'll see about that. On the same, sorry for the rustling here, on the same note, I was telling you I got yarn in the post. Ta-da-da. We have some baby merino from Drops. This is a fingering way yarn, Drops brand, merino, extra fine, super wash, everything you want. And these are the color, well, pearl gray and dark gray. I wish I could tell you a number. Color 22 and color 20. It's a 50-gram ball by 175 meters. So I knitted before with this yarn, and surprisingly, it worked very, very well. I think I really enjoyed these two colors together. And I'm looking for a nice bit of a color work jumper to bring back to Italy when I'm there for the Christmas holidays, and yeah, have something there to knit. Baby merino here is quite squishy, doesn't take a lot of space where you squish it into a bag, so I'm quite confident that it will be an easy to carry project, and yeah, it's a nice thing to do. Also, I was mentioning I will be relegated basically in my childhood bedroom because I'll be working from there, and so there will be a lot of knitting time. So yeah, having said that, if you have any idea about the, a pattern that I could make please let me know. Ideally, I want a simple color work, divide top and bottom, meaning I want the top to be clearer, the lighter gray, and the bottom to be darker, with just a very simple color work in the middle. I've already knitted something like that, and I kind of don't want to knit the same pattern. But yeah, once again, if you have any recommendation for me, please let me know. Yesterday, I was talking about books without showing you and just mentioning the titles. So, this is the book that I was so much complaining about. It's this guy here, Gabriel K. I was trying to read it through the viewfinder, but it's impossible. And it's called A Brightness Long Ago. No, this is not good. It's not good as a book to read. Not good English, in my opinion, and I'm not even a native English speaker, but I just couldn't follow, couldn't get through this. It's just so. I said before, rabbit holing. Every sentence is divided in rabbit holes, and the flow of thought is like. Have you read the Ulysses from James Joyce? Well, that is easier to follow than this thing. So a waste of time. Took me 2 weeks to read. It's not even that big, but yeah, done. I'm just very disappointed that it's a series of 3 books, and I bought all the 3 of them in one go. So now I have 2 books that are probably gonna sit there until the time in which I will have the willpower to read them. But anyway, I got a big beast now reading through. This is The Count of Monte Cristo by Dumas. Yeah, it's written here. And I always wanted to read it. I am reading it in the Italian translation. It wouldn't matter if it was an English translation. I think the original is in French, so I can't read the French. But this is what I had in my library, my home library. So Italian will be, it's fine. Now, because this is so big and it's probably going to bring me all the way down to Christmas, it is actually definitely going to bring me all the way down to Christmas. And I'm traveling. I resumed from the death my e-reader. I got a Kobo Aura a few years ago, and I hardly used it. I don't really like to read through Kobos to e-readers, but it's there. And I found a couple of websites online. One is dedicated to Italian books, which is called Libri, and Latin declination of book. And the other one is Project Gutenberg, which has books in English and other languages, all free. These are all free. You download your books there, and then you can upload it on your e-reader, all for free. And yeah, so I downloaded the Count of Monte Cristo on the e-reader, and I will be bringing that home. Now, would you know something? And I know we are talking for ages now, but because it's so dark outside and generally winter has come in full force here in Ireland, I am quite enjoying having the back-facing light on the e-reader. I wouldn't have thought so. But one of the main difficulties in this living room especially is lighting. It's a very small living room, and the light is only from the window, the one that you see yourself now, and a top light there. It's very difficult to get lighting well to be able to read sitting on the couch, and I don't have really the space for a lamp. So I'm kind of getting into a little bit of the e-reader thing. The thing that I do all the time is those 5 books that I probably read since I had the e-reader is buying the book in paper form and then downloading a copy into the e-reader. It's wasteful, I know, but if you know myself, I do like to have my house surrounded with books, and it's one of the only joys that I have in my life at the moment. So anyway, I will see you tomorrow. Hopefully we'll have some update on the jumper. Bye.